He moved my fence 6 feet onto his land and impounded my cattle, so I proved he stole my property and cost him $127,000 in damages. I'm Frank Morrison, 61, cattle rancher in eastern Montana, running 140 head on 480 acres my family's owned since 1952. My property line runs along a ridgeline marked by a barbed wire fence my father built in 1978. May 2023, Carl Dietrich bought the adjoining 320 acres, moved from California with plans for a gentleman's ranch. Within 3 weeks, he hired a crew to remove the old, ugly fence and put up vinyl fencing 6 feet onto my side. I caught them working May 19th, told the crew to stop, showed them my survey stakes from 2015. Carl drove up in his new F350 and said, "That rusty fence was an eyesore. My surveyor said the real property line is here. You should thank me for the upgrade." I called my surveyor, who came out May 22nd with the original 1952 deed, 1978 survey, and 2015 verification. Every document proved my fence sat exactly on the legal boundary. Carl's vinyl fence was 6 feet onto my land, enclosing 1.4 acres of my grazing land. May 24th, I sent Carl a certified letter with survey documents demanding he remove his fence within 10 days. He responded through his lawyer claiming adverse possession and saying I'd abandoned that strip. June 2nd, his ranch hand impounded 8 of my cattle that crossed onto his property through a gap in my removed fence, charged me $150 per head impound fee and $40 daily boarding. That's when I got serious. I hired a land attorney, got an emergency injunction June 5th, and the judge ordered my cattle released immediately at Carl's expense. I filed suit for property theft, trespassing, and cattle impoundment. My attorney subpoenaed Carl's surveyor, who admitted in deposition he'd never actually surveyed anything, just eyeballed it based on Carl's description. Turns out, he wasn't licensed in Montana. Trial lasted 3 days in September. Judge ruled Carl had illegally seized my property, destroyed my fence, and wrongfully impounded livestock. Damages: $8,900 for my original fence replacement, $1,200 for impound fees, $12,400 for my cattle's stress and weight loss, $67,000 in legal fees, and $37,500 for lost grazing value over 15 years total. $127,000 paid to me by December 2023. Carl had to remove his vinyl fence at his cost, reinstall barbed wire exactly on the survey line, and pay my surveyor $2,400 to supervise the work. He listed his ranch for sale in January. Still hasn't sold because everyone knows about the lawsuit. My cattle graze peacefully on all 480 acres now, including that 1.4 acre strip. Ever had a neighbor who thought they could redraw property lines? Tell us in the comments.